Hi everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. So today's video has been highly requested and we are talking all about fall and winter fashion trends. Now, I just want to say that I love classic timeless pieces and those are the building blocks of my wardrobe. But I think it is nice to kind of go for those basics in more of a modern style, if you will, because that way your wardrobe will just feel as if it is changing with the times and you won't feel like your wardrobe is out of date. Now, by no means do you have to go out and buy all of these trends, I want to say, but if you want to pick one or two key pieces, especially something like maybe a jacket or a pair of shoes that will kind of update all of your outfits that you style them with, then that is a great approach and something that I also do. So all of the trends that I'm going to mention are trends that I personally love. A lot of them I am already wearing and they integrate so well into my existing wardrobe. So I know there are a lot of trends out there that are almost unwearable and just reserved for runway, but today we're talking all about the wearable trends that are practical for everyday life. So I have a list here that I am going to work through, and first on the list is shoes, and it's probably because shoes are just one of my favorite wardrobe pieces. I think they can really transform an outfit and make or break a look. So the kind of trend we are seeing that's going to be big for fall winter is flats. We already saw it for spring and summer fashion, but flats are just going to be everywhere. Heels will still have a place in our wardrobes, but for the most part the focus will be on flats. So think Mary Janes and ballet flats specifically, and to me they are a real wardrobe classic, but because they are really trendy at the moment, there are so many different variations that we can choose from, different designs, styles, colors, so that is absolutely amazing. And I, for one, don't really wear heels. I can't wear heels, so I like to stick to flats. So I'm very happy about this trend, but it's not just when it comes to, I want to say, just closed toe shoes like ballet flats or Mary Janes. We're seeing it kind of transcend into the boots category as well, where boots are more flat, the heels are very low, so if they aren't completely flat, they have just a small kitten heel, and that is another shoe trend that is big, is kitten heels. So we're stepping away from those very sky high stiletto heels and going for a more modest and wearable kitten heel. So when it comes to shoes, definitely look for those Mary Janes and ballet flats and then kitten heels. For once it seems that fashion wants to be practical and comfortable as well. So I divided these trends into different categories. I think it's just easier to talk about them that way. So the next category is bottoms, and more specifically skirts. So we are seeing two contrasting styles that are going to be big for fall and winter. So the first being a circle skirt. So we're talking about those very voluminous A-line style skirts that is a real nod to the 1950s, and it's actually been a while since these were on trend, and I bought one in summer and I wore it so much and I actually ended up loving it a lot more than I thought I would. I think it's because it just has such a nice flow to it. It feels very feminine, and that being said, you can style it in a lot of different interesting ways. So I like to style my more feminine pieces with more masculine pieces, just to give that contrast. So there are definitely so many different ways that you can style these circle skirts. They look great styled with the ballet flats and Mary Janes I mentioned earlier, but going into winter, if you go for a skirt that's maybe made of a heavier fabric like wool, it will pair really well with some knee-high boots as well. So that is the first style of skirt we are seeing, and the next one is a pencil skirt. So much more fitted, straight line, and we actually saw it in the denim maxi skirts that were really big for spring and summer, and it's continuing into fall and winter. But not just denim, we are talking about suiting fabric as well, because at the moment, power dressing and suiting is also really big, so we're leaning into those fabrics, those wools and all of the suiting fabric that have a lot of structure and that just give a nice shape to these skirts. And these skirts are great as well if you are petite, if you maybe feel like the circle skirts are just too much volume, then the pencil skirt is absolutely great. And you can go for a midi length or a maxi length. Both of them are going to be really big, but these also style really well with ballet flats and Mary Janes and some knee-high boots, and I'm definitely going to be styling mine with knee-high boots for the coming seasons. I'm so excited for that. So on the runways at the beginning of the year, there wasn't really a specific focus on a style of pant, but as I mentioned earlier, power dressing and suiting is going to be really big. So with that, we are seeing a lot of tailored trousers, specifically wider leg styles, which I love. And if you get the matching blazer, then you have that power suit that's going to be really, really strong. But in general, high-waisted tailored trousers are just a great wardrobe staple, at least in my wardrobe, and they are going to be really big as we head into fall and winter. But the two styles that we are seeing a lot of when we're looking at retailers is, number one, we are seeing a lot of barrel leg or balloon leg styles. So they are nice and loose and almost baggy through the leg, but then they taper at the ankle. And the reason why I love this style so much is because it literally goes with every style of shoe. They're just really easy to style from now going straight into winter. So that is why I love that style. I own a pair of jeans, but we are seeing them in wool blends as well, or wool fabrics, so that will still definitely be strong for winter. And then the other style we are seeing, as I mentioned, wide leg pants. So wide leg trousers have been big for a few years now, but we are seeing wide leg jeans as well. So very nice, loose and relaxed through the leg. And both of these styles are kind of more, I want to say, relaxed and slouchy. So those are definitely the elements you want to look for. You don't want to necessarily go for something that is very fitted through the leg. The focus is very much on comfort when it comes to pants. When it comes to tops, off-shoulder tops are going to be really big, and we actually started seeing it last fall and winter already. And for fall and winter, obviously it's going to be a long sleeve most probably, and I think that is always just a really, really chic style of top. If you have something, it's slightly fitted and then a long sleeve and then all you show is your shoulders. I think it just looks really, really chic, and it's not anything new. They haven't reinvented the wheel, but it always just feels very unexpected and unique. So specifically if you're looking for nice going out tops, I think off-shoulder tops are really great. It's a great way to kind of elevate your outfit. And then there was a real big focus on an hourglass figure, so that we will be getting from cinched waist blazers and peplum tops. So starting with the cinched waist blazer, I've done a few stories over on Instagram, and I'm going to post a reel about it as well, but I'm just really excited for these cinched waist blazers. I'm actually wearing mine now. I think the reason why I'm so excited for the cinched waist blazer is just because it's so different from what we've seen the last few years. I still love my oversized blazers, but I think this just feels newer. It just feels a bit different, and I also think, especially if you're petite, the cinched waist blazer automatically gives you some shape, whereas with an oversized blazer you kind of have to work a bit harder to prevent you looking like you're drowning in your jacket. So that's why I love these cinched waist blazers, and they still have some oversized elements to them. They are definitely still longer and they have very strong shoulders, which I love, but they do have that defined waist. and you don't have to button it up. You can just leave it unbuttoned as well. It will still give you that nice shape. So if you're looking kind of for a new style of jacket or blazer to add to your wardrobe, definitely go for a cinched waist style. And then still in keeping with that, maintaining that hourglass figure, peplum tops. Now, I did peplum tops like 10-15 years ago, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. But a peplum top is another style that will kind of give you that hourglass figure. So we also saw a lot of those on the runway. I actually haven't seen a lot of them in stores. I think they will start kind of trickling in for fall and winter, but peplum style tops will also be a big trend for fall winter, and they're actually really easy to style. You can style them with balloon style trousers or wide leg trousers because they do cinch in at the waist, so they give you some nice definition and shape. But in general, having or showing that hourglass figure is going to be a real big feature for fall winter fashion. A theme that was a very big focus on the runways was back to basics. So for the first time in a very long time, I think fashion is actually practical and wearable and relatable for the larger public out there, because designers really focused on those wardrobe staples, those basic pieces that are essentially the building blocks of our outfits. So we saw a lot of outfits comprising of jeans and button-up shirts and blazers, so lots of blazers and jackets, and just really wearable pieces in general. And it kind of ties in with the quiet luxury trend that we were seeing that went viral a few months ago. But essentially it's just about investing in those basics, so buying the best design and quality you can, because number one, it will just look better on you if the design is done really well, and number two, if it is great quality, then it will last you a few years, maybe 3 or 4 if you take good care of it. So it means that you won't have to replace that piece next season, and it's a lot more sustainable. So from those points of view, I think it's absolutely amazing. There's a lot of focus on those wardrobe staples, and 2 pieces that definitely stood out was number one, a black coat. So we saw oversized structured coats, strong shoulders, long designs and styles, so perfect for the seasons ahead. So if you don't already own an amazing black coat, I highly recommend investing in one, because like I wear mine at least 4 or 5 times a week, so it's just such a great wardrobe staple. And we also saw a big focus on white button-up shirts, and yes, we did see some amazing detail that's really unique, that make the white shirt stand out, but just focus on getting a really good quality white button-up shirt, because you'll be able to style it so many different ways, and it really is a must in my fall and winter wardrobe. And lastly, the colors that are going to be big for fall winter 2023. And I know this is always like a very big topic, you know, what colors are we going to see everywhere? And a lot of people are excited and a lot of people are almost fearful. So the 2 colors we will be seeing a lot of for fall winter 2023 is red and then banana milk yellow. So we will be seeing a lot of red, various different shades, from like a true cherry red to burgundies. So there are a lot of different ways that you can incorporate that in your outfit. I probably won't do a head-to-toe red outfit. It's not a color that I particularly gravitate towards, but I think an easy way to add that into your outfit might be a pair of red ballet flats, or even a red or burgundy handbag or clutch bag. bag, and if that is too daunting for you, you can always just opt for a red lip, because that never fails. So red is going to be really big, and as I said, banana milk yellow, so that really soft, almost buttery type of yellow, which is actually a surprising color for fall and winter, because it's kind of a lighter color than you would associate with the colder months, but it looks really good paired with charcoal grays, with camel, and with denim especially. So those are the two colors that are going to be really big, and we are already seeing them in stores and online. So if you want to add some color to your fall winter wardrobe, those are the ones to look out for. But another big trend, and I feel like this is almost a trend that we are seeing every fall and winter, is neutrals, which is my happy color palette. So we will be seeing a lot of neutrals, those tonal monochromatic looks, which I think just always look really, really chic. So if color is not your thing, fear not, because neutrals will still be really big, and I think they will just be big every season. But yes, those camels, those grays, chocolate brown is still big. So yes, neutrals aren't going anywhere, which I'm really happy about. And that is it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below which of these fall winter trends are your favorite, and which ones you maybe aren't as excited for. I would love to know that. And also don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because I have a very exciting video coming next week, something that a lot of you have been requesting, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And as I said, put on that notification so you don't miss it. I can't say any more than that. You'll just have to watch to see, but it is very exciting. And yes, if you don't already follow me on Instagram, definitely go and give me a follow over there. I share even more style content, style tips, fashion inspiration, lots more to show you there, so definitely go and give me a follow. Until next week's video, I'll talk to you then. Bye.